Governance structure in Islam. Shura, legislation, sources of Islamic law. 1. Introduction. 2. Legislation. A. Shariah. Shariah, or Islamic law, is the centerpiece and backbone of the religion of Islam. 2. A branch of religious knowledge called fiqh, or understanding, is the theoretical foundation of Shariah. 3. Usul al-fiqh, or sources of law, define the principles and methods on which it is based. 4. Fuqaha are the class of Muslim scholars who dealt in theoretical Islamic law, or fiqh. A judge, qadi, serves in a court, while a mufti gives legal responses, fatwa, to people's questions. Say, O Allah, owner of sovereignty, you give sovereignty to whom you will and you take sovereignty away from whom you will. You honor whom you will and you humble whom you will. In your hand is all good. Indeed, you are over all things competent. 326. Be a Muslim jurist's qualifications and authority. The jurist has to master many branches of knowledge, extensive study of Quran and Sunnah, and must know how to interpret these sources. 2. Thorough knowledge of the Arabic language and its grammar. 3. Other disciplines such as logic, history, and general knowledge, as well as specialized areas like commerce or international relations, might be important in deciding specific cases. 4. Knowing the history of the law and the schools of law, their differences and legal precedents, decisions of other jurists in the past. The source of a Muslim jurist's authority comes only from their recognized knowledge, not from the government, not from a central religious authority. 6. Any Muslim consulting a jurist on some matter is responsible for following his or her own conscience. 7. Judges' rulings are not the foundation of Islamic law, but only its application to specific cases. C. A process of reaching a decision. An Islamic legal decision is called a hukm, or ruling, such as a judge would make. 2. A jurist's response to a question from an individual or group is called a fatwa, legal opinion. 3. In order to reach a decision, the jurist goes through a careful process of reasoning. 4. He who obeys me obeys God, and he who disobeys me disobeys God. He who obeys the emir, head of the state, obeys me, and he who disobeys the emir disobeys me. Al-Bukhari. 3. The sources of Islamic law. The Holy Quran, primary source. Beads Sunnah of the Holy Prophet Saww. C. Ijma, consensus in situations when Muslims have not been able to find a specific legal ruling in the Quran or Sunnah, the consensus of the community is sought, or at least the consensus of the legal scholars within the community. The Prophet Muhammad once said that his community, i.e. the Muslim community, would never agree on an error. D. Qiyas, analogy. In cases when something needs a legal ruling, but has not been clearly addressed in the other sources, judges may use analogy, reasoning, and legal precedent to decide new case law. 2. There are actually two conditions for qiyas. 1. The matter to be decided by qiyas has no specific ordinance for it in the Quran and Hadith. 2. There must be something in common between the qiyas and what it is being applied to. Ijtihad, literally effort. Prophet, peace be upon him, asked Muwayzi, the companion, by what criteria he would administer the regions assigned to his control. The Quran, Muwayzi replied. Then what? Asked the Prophet, peace be upon him. The Sunnah. And then what? Then I will make a personal effort, ijtihad, and act according to that. To which the Prophet, peace be upon him, agreed. By established precedent, taqlid, or by direct analogy, qiyas, from known law. 4. Shura, Majlisi Shura. A. The concept. Shura is a body consisting of representatives of Muslim community, who assemble for consultation with each other, to reach on decision, for running the government. 2. The concept of shura is a divinely ordained arrangement, mutual consultation, who obey their Lord, attend to their prayers and conduct their affairs with mutual consultation. Quran. 3. And consult with them upon the conduct of affairs, and when you are resolved, then put the trust in Allah. Lo! Allah loveth those who put their trust in Him. Quran. B. Qualities of Shura. I. Caretaker of public interest. 2. A guardian of Quran and Sunnah. 3. Must act according to the needs of the Islamic society. 4. A symbol of Muslim brotherhood. V. A bridge which enjoins the state with its people. 6. The reflection of people's superiority over the government. 7. Acts as a check upon the powers of the head. 8. The center of Islamic political system. 9. Selection of member of Shura rests upon certain qualifications like honesty and piety, fulfilling the requirements of Tazkiyatul Shahad, etc. 5. Conclusion. Get complete notes in PDF and book form from our Amazon store. Link given in description.